I'm still trying to figure out how I'm gonna get this camera set up in here. I mean, get this this phone holder. Trying to figure out how I'm gonna get it in here, and so I won't be holding my phone all the time. That last video, I'm probably gonna delete it in some kind of way. It paused midway through. And I don't think I got a good. It wasn't a. Basically, the video didn't turn out how I wanted it to. Basically. But I was talking about Gavin Long. Gavin Long is the Baton Rouge, Louisiana shooter. He's one of the targets that ended up going and shooting, fighting back or whatever. But I saw a news report on him they had on YouTube. They pretty much just dogged him out. Said they was talking about he basically had divorced his wife right before he did all the stuff that he did. So they were trying to make it like he had this midlife crisis type of mentality, but if you a T.I., a lot of times you don't find out that your spouse is in on your targeting until you wake up and you realize. And but anyway, they said that about him. They try to make that like that was a bad thing, If his relationship didn't work, his relationship just didn't work. If his marriage didn't work, it just didn't work. It don't got nothing to do with the reason why he went and did this, even though, that could make a person flip out. But at the same time, it's like, okay, why are we talking about his marital status? You know what I'm saying? But they definitely do. They will go for your loved ones to make you flip out, and they will also implant women, and vice versa. If you are a woman, they will plant people in your life. They just dare to basically spy on you. Yeah, they gonna have sex with you and they gonna play the role, but they basically just doing that, for the group, But a lot of times they might have some type of feeling for you, but a lot of times they don't. A lot of times they don't. And a lot of times they do. But they love that this group more than they love you. See what I'm saying? And that's really pretty much what it's all about. But Gavin Long, all y'all TIs know who Gavin Long is. They was talking about he divorced his wife. He joined a black nationalist group. You know what I'm saying? And they was some type of black extremist group. Yeah, that's what they said, a black extremist group. When really it's just a group of Kadar people, because there's really no such thing as a black person. You're a Kadar. You're not black. You're dark. You're basically dark complexion. So that's Kadar. Alright? And They just basically want to make that like, oh, because he joined this group, that made him, uh, some type of person that got an issue with the police and all that. But that ain't the case. That ain't the case at all. And up until his death, they went back and got the videos that he had put on YouTube. That's why I be saying they'll try to use these videos. That's why you gotta restrain yourself from doing anything to these people. Because a lot of times, that's what they want you to do. Really, that's what they want you to do. They want you to flip out, go on some type of rampage, you know what I mean? So they can pull up these videos, because they've been watching you the whole time. That's why they put the police out there in your face. You see the police on my videos a lot. So that way they can say, well, because when I see the police, I know what they doing. And then first thing gonna happen is that technology gonna throw that rage on there. Or you just gonna have rage yourself anyway. Because you upset that they doing this to you. So as soon as you say something about them on one of these videos, they go back and find that one clip that you said something about them. And they say, see, they probably already recorded it. Pre-recorded it before you even go do something. They know which ones they gonna use. And say, yeah, see, I told you he had a problem with law enforcement. Or whatever, vice versa, if it's EMS or fire truck or just people around you, they go, yeah, he had a problem with his neighbors. All that old mess. But they still not gonna tell the truth about this massive mind control thing going on around the whole planet. Okay? The whole planet. Not just in America, it's in the whole planet. Okay? So they ain't gonna want with the phone on. He on the back of the truck with the phone on. You know what I mean? But yeah, they just basically want to paint that picture that you such a bad guy. You know what I'm saying? That's how they do. So they can feel vindicated for whatever they might do to you. And it's the same way with TIs. That's why they have to paint a picture before they go and get all the people to join in, because they want to make you look like you the scum of the earth. You know what I'm saying? They want you to look like you the scum of the earth, and it make it easier for other people to join in and help out persecuting you. Because that's what it is. Like I said, we keep calling it gang stalking and all that old mess, but it ain't no gang stalking. It's persecution. You being persecuted, okay? Same thing happened to Job. That's what that was. It's just now we calling it gang stalking, but it was persecution. That's all it was. Everything that has happened on this earth, it repeats itself. Okay? Everybody know that. So it's nothing new under the sun. It just look like it's new because we don't know what to call it, because we the ones that's going through it now. But it's the same thing, same persecution that Job went through, same persecution that King David went through, Jeremiah with his brothers and his family turned on him. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just we don't start calling it gang stalking. But it's persecution. That's what it is. same thing. Ain't nothing new under the sun. It's all a repeat. You know what I'm saying? The only thing they really want you to do is forfeit. They want you to forfeit your opportunity, your chance of making it to the kingdom. You know, that's all that's about. Because if they can get you to flip out on somebody, take them out, that don't necessarily mean you ain't gonna make it. You know, and it really don't necessarily mean that you is gonna make it. All those things are in God's hand, nobody else. But their goal is to try to make sure that you don't get there. You know, and if you get there, they want it to be, you know, with them taking you out and them persecuting you for so long till you can't take no more. You know what I'm saying? You can't endure no more. That's their goal. You know what I'm saying? That's what they want to do. You know? Yep. That's their goal. Their goal is to break you, get you to run to them, or get you to, you know, check on out, or check somebody else out. It's all about you know, trying to make you they try to make you turn on God. You know what I mean? They want you to feel, you know, they want you to feel like there's no hope. You know, God don't love you. Ain't nobody coming out the sky to come save y'all, as they say. That's what they say, and you know, they put that in my V2K. If you don't know what V2K is, that's basically synthetic telepathy used with via electromagnetic wave frequencies. So they put that in there. And it's all about breaking your spirit, trying to take your hope away. You know what I'm saying? To make you, you know, just make you lose hope. You know what I'm saying? That's what they want to do. They want to do that to you, and that's the same way Satan came at Job. You know what I'm saying? It's the exact same way. You know, and so many other ones. You know, like King David. That's pretty much what he was talking about in all the Psalms. How they had campus him round about. It was all around him. And he was calling them whisperers. You know? He said they was around him whispering and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's because he could hear everything. They was most likely dogging him out. You know what I'm saying? Like they do in this V2K. And I do find it strange that we never see these devices. I mean, we probably see them, but we don't know that's what they're using it, what's been used as. Because, like I said before, I do believe that they get our thoughts in their on their phones. You know, I had a vision about that one, that they can read what's on the phone. They getting what you thinking about on their phone. Of course, we know they get the notifications. You know, they get the notifications of where you at, when you coming, and when you going. So we know that. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's I think it's right to say by now that they definitely are getting notifications about your thoughts, to where they know what to think, what to say. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to ask yourself, if they not around you, all right, so put it like this. Now, we know that they could definitely talk about something that you may have thought about in privacy at home. But I'm talking about, I've had them like spare of the moment, and I may have thought something. You know, this was at my workplace, at an old job I used to work at. And I was just so frustrated that day. You know, I basically let those vain thoughts come to my mind. You know, but you always fighting your thoughts, period. You know, so I'm pushing them thoughts out. This guy, he kept on just giving me hassles every day, you know. And whenever he was doing that, I kept getting mad, and I was like, thinking of just bad stuff, pretty much. And they knew that. That dude knew it right after I thought it. And he said it to me, and I said, well, there's no way. It's either they getting those thoughts in real time, or he can basically hear what I'm thinking in his mind. You know what I mean? You know? So it's one of the two. But what I do know, as far as the, you can hear them talking back to you sometimes. It always end up being the operator that's somewhere far away. It don't really be the people that's close by you. But what I notice what they do, they will have I'm gonna call it premeditated comments. So I can just see somebody, and then all of a sudden, I hear that person saying something, right? And it's weird to me because I'm like, why is it that I hear you saying this, and it could be off topic? It don't have to be anything that I'm thinking about at that moment. So I feel like they be prepping those different thoughts, and just because you're tied up to whatever computer interface that they got you on, I forgot he was already here. You will end up hearing that when you see that person. So it's all about they got to come into your line of sight. Once they in your line of sight, once you're in their line of sight, or you see them, you'll get that comment. And you might not be thinking nothing about that person, but you'll get that comment, and you'll get that thought. And it'll try to linger in your mind if you don't start doing something else with your time. Like try to watch something educational, maybe read something to put your mind someplace else, because they want that thought to lock into your head, and then it's like they get to accuse you of shit. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to explain it, but that's pretty much what it is. It's like vain thoughts. They pop up in your head, and then you try to get rid of it. And it's like it keep on trying to inject itself into your thought process. And that's what you don't want. You don't want to constantly, even with the noise campaigns and stuff like that, that's to get you to think those vain thoughts. Like I said, it's premeditated. So if somebody always making noise, they waking you up, naturally as a human being, you're gonna start getting upset. When what you should do is pray about it whenever it starts happening. And see what happens is, when you start praying about the negative stuff, when you start praying about it, they get mad about that. They don't even want you to pray telling you. So, what's up with that? You know, if I'm trying to pray, I'm trying to have a prayer session. Why are you cussing me out in the middle of my prayer session through synthetic telepathy? You know what I'm saying? So they trying to disconnect you from God. You know what I'm saying? And they want you to. They trying to basically indoctrinate you into the new world. You know, their new world, which is Satanism. You know, that's what they want, which is pretty jacked up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody should be able to believe what they want to believe. You know, if you believe in Satan, that's you. You know what I'm saying? I believe in God. You feel me? That's what I want to believe in. The Son and the Holy Spirit. That's what I want to believe in. I don't want to believe in Satan's plans. You know, they look at Satan like he the good guy. You know what I mean? That's literally how they look at it. Like Satan is some hero of mankind or something. Like he's gonna make us be free. When it really, you know, you never really free. You know, you got free will, but you still serving. You know, it's a difference between being a slave and a servant. They want you to be a slave. Okay? Serving the Lord should be you know, a joyful thing. Serving Satan is not a joyful thing. You know what I mean? Even though he you know, you might see it and it might look like it's a joyful thing, but it's not. You know, because it's always going to be a negative outcome to serving Satan. Ain't nothing positive about it. It might look positive, but it ain't. Because you're getting a little money, getting a little benefits and all that mess. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing. You know what I mean? So yeah. I'm gonna start recording. I'm gonna keep on recording out my work truck now. I got this little. I think this thing gonna hold up pretty good. Y'all should have saw it. Right when I got to the job, they had an unmarked vehicle driving out the damn parking lot. As soon as I got here, like wow. I thought my phone was still recording, but my phone actually it had died. So I was in here talking to my doggone self. I was in here talking to myself on the thinking that the video was still going, but it wasn't. You know. But yeah, he pulled right out in front of me right before I got up here. You know, and I find that strange that they keep doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I'm just gonna say it like this. I don't really have any issue with police in particular, but the ones that I know that's doing this, you know, of course I don't, you know, I really don't care for them. But like I said before, I don't believe all police is like that. But the majority of them, they are. They know about this. If not all of them, you know. But like I said, I try not to accuse, you know, because I just don't really know. But from what I see, all of them, you know what I mean? From what I see, it looks like all of them. You know, and I was watching another subscriber. He said the same thing. That they basically signed up for this. It's a government program. Which, I mean, you know it's a program, but you don't never really see it. And now that I think about it, I had a police come to my door one day. I did a video on it. police come to my door, man, in an unmarked car. And he had some paperwork in his hand. But what he did was he told me that he was looking for somebody named something at my place. And I'm like, nah, they don't live over here. But he didn't show me their paperwork. He didn't show me their paperwork. Because, see, when he came to my door, I normally have my door, I got a door jamb that I put on my door so nobody can't just bust in my door. But anyway, I had that on there. It's like a long black pole. And, you know, you can order them. They call them watchdogs. They call them watchdogs, but it barks whenever somebody pushes on it. Like if somebody push on it, it'll make a barking noise. But basically, man, that dude, man, that police basically was when I opened my door, see, you gotta be careful when you got stuff on your door too, because he tried to play me and tried to say, he jumped back like he was scared because I had to remove the door bar off the door and open the door. But I opened the door before I placed the door bar to the side, so it was still in my hand. And he hurried up and jumped back. And he said, well, hold on, what you got? You know, like, you got a gun? And I'm like, no, I don't got no gun, you know. Why would I open my door with a gun on the police for? You know what I'm saying? But that's how they look at us, man. They look at us like we just looking to hurt them and all that, but it's the other way around. They the one looking to do the damn hurt. Where's the washout at? I ain't see nobody wash out nowhere over here. Hold on a second. How about it, Dwight? How about it, Dwight? I can't hear him. Where that washout at, man? Where that washout at? The top? Go ahead. I ain't hear you. Where the washout at? Where's that washout at? The washout. Don't worry about it. No, this doggone thing. You know what?
I'm sure you need to tighten up.
I hear you now. Oh, that wasn't you. That wasn't you.
And Franklin? Yes, sir. Hey, Tree, if you got a copy, they're all here now. What, Dixon's there now? 10-4.
I shouldn't even turn this doggone thing on. I forgot what I was talking about now. Oh, man. I don't forgot what I was talking about that quick. See, that stuff be done did a number on my head. Cause I mean, I find myself forgetting simple things. Forgetting how to spell different words and stuff out of nowhere. Oh yeah, I was talking about that cop came to my place. Yeah. But anyway, he had some paperwork in his hand. And I feel like that, see, when it all boiled down to it, man, I was getting beat up bad for a long time with with those directed energy weapons. You know, they was messing me up bad. And I feel like they probably was trying to bring that paperwork to get me to give up. You know, that's what I feel like. Like I said, I didn't see it, so I can't say for sure, but I heard that they actually signed up to do this stuff. So they got some type of paperwork that they signed to be a part of this. You know what I mean? And the police will present it to you. You know, or you go to the you know, whatever fusion center or whatever, and you sign up. You sign up to do this, and you know, from what I forget what his name is. I don't want to say it wrong, but I'm just gonna call him Q. Okay, but he's another TI. But what Q was saying, they signed up to do it. They signed up for it. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy to me. Like, dang, for real? Signing up for that mess. But they'll still try to act like it don't exist. You know, they'll still try to act like directed energy weapons ain't being used on us. Like I said earlier, those doggone U.S. Embassy those diplomats, that's what happened to them. And they talking about, oh, you know, somebody attacking them. These victims, you know, those are the victims of it. But what about us? When we say something about it, oh, you just crazy. You know, you just crazy. Ain't nobody doing nothing to you. You crazy. That's how they come across, you know. That's how they treat us when we talk about it. But they can be sitting up there frying us every day. You know, frying us every day. Using all those different harassment tactics on us every day. Can't say nothing about it because they're going to go pull up your YouTube and act like, oh, this person was crazy. You know, this person was crazy and all that mess. That's how they is. So is those people crazy? Is the U.S. diplomats, is they crazy too? And that's what they talking about, the same thing we talking about. The exact same thing. So it's some type of you know, whoever come up with it. Like I said this before on another video. They got a Patriot Act that they passed. It's like around about the time of 9/11. That's when all this shit really started hitting the fan. So you gotta ask yourself, you know, all these people that don't sign up for this, how many people don't die? You know what I mean? I don't mean to be laughing, but you know, it's a serious matter. It's just how many people don't die. And they try like people not dying. These people is dying out here. They been dying ever since then, and really before then. But they actually put the seal on it then, you know, made it to where this is pretty much legal, but you know, they not making it illegal either. You know, so they made it legal for people to do this. That's why the cops don't care to intervene in it, because they already know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, also want to talk about this the way they keep on having these people coming in the comment section. It don't be nothing but the ones who doing the electronic harassment that come in the comments and they be saying stuff, and then you look up that page and it don't have no content, and it's just a blank page, and it might have some type of, like I had one that said Michelle comment on I think it was under one of my own videos or somebody else's video. So they be knowing when you go to another person's page, another TI's page, and you might frequently visit that person's channel and watch their video because you like the message they got. Man, these jokers is something else. They come in the comments under the other person's page. That's why, and it's sad because a lot of time it be people who really good people, and they going over there messing with them, going on their channel messing with them. Like, dang, these people is really, as far as I can tell, God-loving people, trying to get the message out. And here you go, just because you wanna you wanna bother me so bad that you gonna go and start messing with these people too. Man, leave them damn people alone. You know what I'm saying? Stay the hell off of other people's page. If they not targeted, they want to let it be the reason why they go messing with other folks just cause you was them. You know what I'm saying? That shit's sad. Like, leave people alone, man. I see that though. They'll go on the other person's page, start making comments and stuff, and I'm like, this the same doggone joker that was on my page saying a little crazy mess, but it's all to try to control, to isolate you from other people. They want to isolate you and keep you alone to where your message, what you got, it can't go to nowhere else but through to them. And they ain't trying to hear it because they Satan worshipers, whether they believe it or not. If you get up, okay, we're going to say this. How do you worship God? All right, you worship God by singing to God, doing his laws, okay? Dancing or whatever. You might dance, you might sing to him, clapping your hands, These are all different actions of worshiping. So what do? How are they worshiping? They worshiping Satan, right? So how are they worshiping Satan? They coughing when they see you, right? They covering up their eye, covering up one of their eyes, right? They mocking you, right? Trying to dress like you, right? Okay? Making up lies about you, right? Okay? Paying people to do stuff and to say certain stuff. These are all actions of worshiping. So you're not worshiping God doing it. Okay, how are you worshiping God doing that? All right, let's go to the paying people to set you up or to say certain things around you to trigger you, right? Okay, that's the same thing that Judas Iscariot did, and that wasn't of God. God didn't want him doing that. Who wanted him doing that? The doggone Pharisees and the scribes. That's who wanted him to do that. So that was worshiping. Basically, you see where I'm going with that? you're not worshiping God doing it. So a lot of these people, you know, they got it all wrong. You know, they want to make it like they not worshiping Satan. Yeah, you is. Yeah, you is. You're just looking at it the wrong way. Because Judas was definitely one of the 12 disciples, but what did he do? He turned into a traitor. That's what he's known for, a traitor. So he traded to where? To the dark side. For the silver. 30 pieces of silver. Okay? That's all that is. You know? That's exactly what that is. Following people around, all that old mess. You worshiping that. You get up every day with your phone in your hand and you get a notification of what to do to try to bring somebody else down. Right? You're not trying to uplift them at all. You're trying to bring them down. Okay? But yeah, they jumping all on other people's pages. All in the comments, saying stuff, making up names. I forget what that comment said, but it said Michelle. You know, like I said, my name is Michael. It's just a way of trying to insult me on a low. Okay, I can't stand that, and they know that I don't like that. You know, it's like, why you keep trying to come at me under the guise of homo, and that ain't me. You know what I'm saying? But that's what they want. And I ain't the only one feel like that, you know? I've had other people say the same thing. I just watched one of Q's videos. He said the same thing. He said the same thing. So why is this? Why is that everything that they try to make out of you is something that God disagrees with? Everything that they try to make out of you is something that God disagrees with. That's because it's not of God. You know? That's why. That's exactly why. It's not of God. All that lying and waiting, you know, you lying and waiting on the target so you can pop out and say something, or pop out at the right time just to be annoying, you know. All that stuff was traits of people who were ungodly. You know what I mean? Those wasn't traits of the godly people. So I don't know why they think that, you know, like they just rid the world of these sinister people who seem to not be doing anything to them. You know what I mean? That's the part that trips me out. Like, you can literally don't did nothing to these people. You know, I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about people who I see on here who I know damn well, you know, I don't feel like nobody deserves this, but it's people I look on here, I'm like, come on, man. Like, are you kidding me? What did this person do so bad that you gotta put them on V2K, you know, messing them up on a regular basis, torturing them, messing them up, you know? Then try to make it like it was some type of corner reason why they doing it. No, dog, that ain't it. That ain't what it is. These jokers just got their own ulterior motives. Okay? Most of the time it's with money. You know, most of the time it's with money. Some of them are just envious and they hate you just because of who you are. You know, and they can see a certain spirit in you. I believe that fully. I believe that fully. And it's crazy, like they got this V2K going and they say the same thing every time, and it's like after so long you just get immune to it and you don't even pay it no attention. You know what I mean? because it's like it's the same thing. That's just like you know, if you heard something over and over all the time, it's like a weapon. You know, it's basically a weapon to try to make you some type of way. But I don't got to the point where I don't even really pay that no attention no more. It's just a part of my life that I try not to even give any attention to. Excuse me. Yep, I try not to even give that no attention. Because when they basically trying to bait you into an arguing match, get you to, that's why you see these people and they be outside, they be talking to themselves like they fighting with somebody, like they having an argument with somebody. That's all it is V2K on them. You know what I'm saying? They trying to get you to argue with them. Yeah, trying to get you to argue with them. And it can actually be a human on the other end doing it, a grown ass man on the other end trying to whisper in another grown ass man's ears all day. Man, if that ain't gay, I don't know what is. You know what I mean? Like, and I mean trying their best to argue. Trying their best to argue with you. Cause see, they trying to get all the different things that your mind can think of. So that way they have a cognitive model of your brain of different phrases that you would say. Okay? So that they don't map you out. So they know every time you say something, oh, well, that's that phrase again. He said that again. Or when he said that again, you know, or he thought of that again, or thought of this again. They just want to keep on arguing with you to get all of the different things that you would possibly say, right? So they feel like they know you then. You know what I mean? That's all it is. That's all it is. That's why they keep on trying to argue with you every day. And they try to use things that they feel like will bother you the most. You know, no sooner than you wake up, you hear them calling your names. And when you first wake up, that's when they try to dig the deepest. You know, after you start performing your duties throughout the day, they won't say too much or nothing unless you listening to them. But if you ain't even listening to them, man, they won't even be saying it. It's like you just hear a little whisper here and there. But if you listen to them, if you entertain them, they gonna keep on yapping. And you ain't gonna be doing them again, madder and madder. You know, that's what they trying to do. They trying to make you mad. You know, get your blood pressure up, set you up for some type of stroke or heart attack or something. They can definitely do that. They can pull that off easy and make it look normal. Make it look like, make it look normal. Like it was a natural thing that just occurred. When in actuality, they've been torturing you and running your heart rate up. You know what I'm saying? That's what they call it torture. You know, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Bucket in the road. Still all part of your persecution. Same doggone thing. That's why I say that they really are Satan's children. And it is Satan, you know. Because it has the same attributes, the same, it's the same. It just looks, it's exactly the same, you know. Same way when Satan had, he was all up on Jesus and was trying to get Jesus to kill himself and all that stuff. It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. Oh, there we got some cops over there. Y'all can't even see that, but they over there. They got these people pulled over here on the side of the road over here. Y'all might have been able to see it. Anyway, they over there. yeah, it's the exact same thing, man. It's the exact same thing. Exact same thing. It's like Satan 5.0 on steroids, you know what I mean? It's like Satan on steroids, man. Satan on that nano dust. Satan on nano dust, you know what I mean? That's what it is. I'm pretty sure they had the same type of stuff back then because it ain't nothing but a copycat. It's just copycat technology. That's what they was doing in Egypt. They was doing the same thing in Egypt. Okay? And that's why God had Moses to run up in there and get the Israelites up out of there. It's the same thing. They was using it then. Okay? They go to EMS up the road right there, just bent the corner. It's the exact same thing. Ain't nothing new under the sun. It's the same thing, repeat itself. You know? Get this stuff out the way. This video been longer than the mud. Let's see if I can. Exact same thing, man. Ain't nothing new. You know what I mean? People might think it's new, but it's all old. It's the old stuff being brought right back again. I go another EMS about to be in the same corner. Down the road on the right down there. Yup. They're using the cell phones. Okay, they're using the cell phone, and they connected to the cell towers. Back then, I don't know what they were. I think they probably had like little crystal balls and stuff. Cause they definitely got that when you hear about the witches, and the witches that have a crystal ball, and they can look in the crystal ball and they can know where you at and see what you're doing. That's the same thing with our cell phones. It's the exact same thing, man. So, everything repeating itself. So the witches, they just basically told you in all those old stuff you may have seen, like the Wizard of Oz and the Wicked Witch. The Wicked Witch was up there looking at Dorothy through the crystal ball. You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing with these cell phones and all these doggone EMS right there. Another one just went down the road. Oh, there you go, right here. See that? Check that out. You can't make this shit up. I'm surprised they didn't turn the damn sirens on. Anyway, there's another one over there at the gas station. All over the place today on this road right here, boy. I'm surprised they did not turn them sirens on. But like I said, they just like the Wicked Witch, I think the Wicked Witch of the West, whichever side she was from, that's what that was. That's why she could see Dorothy. She knew where Dorothy was at and all that old mess. That's all that shit is. It's the same thing. It's just new. So they was using that stuff back then. Even our people was using it back then. People was using it. I'm not saying that everybody that is doing it is bad. If you taking money, taking money and all that stuff to gaslight people and all that, I can see where it could be used for good. You know what I mean? But it's flabbergasting how much bad it's being used for. You know what I'm saying? How much bad it's being used for. It trips me out. sure. I'm surprised them boys did not turn them sirens on. So they just riding by cruising. I'm gonna tell y'all, I ain't see them this much until I started doing these videos. I ain't see them this much. Once I started doing these videos, I started seeing them all the time. You know, it wasn't like I wasn't aware of the ambulance because I already knew that was a tactic that they used, but I didn't see them. I didn't see them that much until I started doing these videos where I'm recording my trips out on the road. Other days, like when I wasn't recording this, I wouldn't see them. I see, you know, my regular old perps that follow me around, stuff like that. But I wouldn't even see these doggone EMS. I wouldn't see no police, no fire truck like that, or nothing. No sooner than I started recording this stuff, they started wanting to be on camera for some reason. What it seemed like. Yeah, they wanted to be on camera, man. They want me to, it's basically so they can say, yeah, he crazy. That's all it is. You know? Like I told you, they go back and look at them videos if something ever happened. And they'll say, this person right here was crazy. I don't seen them do it to at least like 3 or 4 TIs already on national TV. I don't seen them do it. And we already know who control the media and all that stuff. So it's definitely propaganda, man. Yep. They want to paint that picture that the people are so crazy, you know. And at the same time, make themselves out to be victims. Like I said earlier, the U.S. diplomats and the embassies. They victims, but we crazy. You know, all of us, we crazy when we try to say what happens to us. But them jokers, they victims. They full of shit. You know what I'm saying? Full of shit. They just low down too. They like to use all the people that you know voices in this V2K, man. That's another reason why I stay away from a lot of different relatives and stuff, because they use their voices. And I don't even want to see your face. You know, I don't want to see your face, especially if I knew you wasn't you didn't too much care for me anyway. I don't even want to see your face, because I'll be thinking that really you talking to me. And that's what it's designed to do. It's designed to make you go after people. You know, they may use your friends' voices, use your use your relatives' voices, stuff like that. It's just to make you want to go after them. They turn everybody against each other. You know what I'm saying? Just like you say they would. You know? Just like you said they would. And I mean, you'll be surprised how many people that I can see on the road that be gang stalking, man, in a normal day. It's hundreds of them. You know what I mean? Like literally hundreds of them every day. Yep, hundreds of them every day. Yep. I just heard them jokers every day, man. Anyway, let me get up off here.